How to create a link in bio page using Wix. Hey everyone and welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I will show you step by step how to do so. Even if you don't have a site yet, I'm going to show you how to set up one real quick and then show you how you can add your link in bio. Now, Wix can create websites for you. You can use it for free, but then you most likely will need to actually upgrade in order to really use it properly. And with the free version, it's going to be filled with watermarks and you're going to be limited when it comes to, for example, selling stuff. You won't be able to accept payments unless you have the upgraded version. With that being said, you basically just want to go to wix.com, and then from here you're going to set up your account or create your account for free. And then once you end up on this dashboard, you basically just want to go to sites and click on create new site. If you have one already, just skip a little bit ahead and you should be able to find what you're looking for. But if not, you can just click on build with the Wix editor if you see this screen, which you probably won't because that is related to something else. Anyways, you can set up the site with AI, but I'm just going to click on setup without AI because I prefer to do so this way. With AI, you're going to need to answer a few questions and add some prompts and stuff. But I prefer the other one. So I'm just going to click on setup without chat, but it's not going to make it a lot different if you set up the site with AI. So go with whichever one that you actually like. Here you're going to see or type which type of website you want it to go with. Let me see if link in bio is a part of this. Okay, so no, it's not really a part of that. So I'm just going to do, I'm actually going to skip. I don't really need anything here. You can go for anything that is related to your niche. It's not, I guess, not going to make a huge difference. Once you're done with that, you basically just want to give it a name. I'm just going to do test space. Let's just do that and click on continue. And then here you're going to be able to set up more goals for your site, like selling products, offering services, promote a business, promote myself, display creative work, or so on. You can just go for any, or you can simply skip. I'm just going to actually continue with those. And then here you can feel free to install a few apps, but we don't really need any of them. So I'm just going to skip ahead and continue to dashboard. So basically, all things aside, we don't really need to install any apps. We don't really need to create our Wix store in a specific way. None of that matters. Basically, what we want to do is just go to the home page on our Wix and then click on design site from the top right corner. If it's your first time, it's going to say design site, and then you're going to be able to select a template to work your way around it, or you can generate with AI. And again, I just prefer to always go with a template. It's easier for me this way. So I'm just going to pick a template and then actually pick one and design it. So in here, you're going to be able to select a template that you want to work with. You can view them, you can edit them, and basically they are just simply starting points, because at the end of the day, you can feel free to really customize each and every single element in that template. Or if you want, you can actually go ahead and click on select all templates here on the search bar and really just search for a specific template that you would want to have. Basically, I'm just going to find one that matches with me and I'm just going to go with it. Again, you can pick any. So this one is quite simple and I really want it to be as simple as possible. So I'm just going to use this one and click on edit this site from the top right, or edit site from the actual template itself. Regardless, it's going to open up the site editor for us for the first time, and if it's your first time, it's going to take a little bit more time than usual to load things, up correctly and so on. So I'm just going to skip ahead until it's fully loaded and show you what's next. Now, here's the thing: if you have created links in bio before using Linktree, Beacons AI, really any of these platforms that are, actually made for link in bios, then this is going to be quite different for you, because Wix is not really intended to be specifically for a link in bio page. It is going to create an entire website for you, but then you can create a link in bio through that website, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. So with that, you're going to have multiple different pages. So we can first zoom in to 100%. I always prefer to have it this way, unless I want to have a bird's eye view. And then what I'm going to do, and what I really need you to do here, is just go to the dashboard on the left panel, click on pages and menu, and here you're going to find probably plenty of different pages depending on the template that you went with. But luckily for this one, I only have the home page, which I don't really need a whole lot more to this. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and click on add page in the actual site menu. Click on add page, and my voice is about to leave. Hold on. Okay, so through this, once you actually click on add page, you can create pages for services, products, contact pages, and all of these things. But I think the best one is either a blank page, or what we can actually do is you can go for blank page. But what I'm going to do personally is I actually quite like this one. So I'm just going to duplicate it. So let's just go to pages and menu, click on that and duplicate page. Once you actually click on blank page or whichever type of page you want with, you basically just want to name it link in bio because it is a link in bio page. And then let's just click on the three dots right next to it, click on settings for it. And once you click on settings for it, you basically just want to click on layout and make sure it has no header and no footer. We don't really want those to be on the way or in the way, but if you really want to, you can keep them. It's up to you, but usually you're just going to have them off. And then for the SEO basics here, you're going to make sure that the URL slug for it is link in bio. It is not, it's optional at the end of the day, but you would, generally speaking, would have it to be this way. You can also give it a meta description and a proper meta title if you want. Now with that, you are going to basically start adjusting your page. So basically how the designing aspect of things when it comes to Wix works is very simple. It is a drag and drop editor. It is going to be basically going to the elements section from the top left and dragging whatever you want to add, whether it's going to be text, images, buttons, all sorts of things. Generally speaking, you are going to have some sort of a banner image at the top and then some header text on top of it and then some buttons that are going to link to other services. That's what I'm going to go with at least. So yeah, first we are going to change the background. You can feel free to do so in two different ways. You can add a strip, which is going to be within the elements section. You can go to strip. And then from the strip, you can just drag and drop any of them and then simply just change the background for them. It's going to be, using a strip is better for more organization options like columns and stuff. But you can also use a blank section like this one and click on change background for it. And you can just select a proper background for it. It could be an image, it could be a video, or even a solid color. So I'm just going to go for a solid color, and actually, I'm just going to go for a gradient here and try to set it up to be looking a little bit better than this. Okay, so I just noticed that I suck with designing, so what I decided to do is just keep this as none and leave the default background for the entire site. If you want to change the entire background for the entire site, you simply find it within the site design option from the dashboard here. If you click on that, you'll be able to find page background and you're going to be able to see it as a video right now. I'm just going to keep it as it is. I think it's going to look a lot better than what I was trying to go with. And then what I'm going to do is just click on add elements. I'm going to add an image. At this point forward, you're going to basically let your creativity flow. I'm really bad with designing, but I have an idea in my head. I'm trying to apply it here. So I'm just going to click on upload image, upload from computer, and then I'm just going to go ahead and find something real quick, which I'm just going to use this solid bread one because, like I said, I'm bad with designing, and I'm just going to use samples just so you can get an idea of what you would want to do. So I'm just going to place that in the middle, resize it to be like that. I know it sucks with the cloud background and so on, but I'm just going to go with text now. You can go for titles, you can go to themed text and add headings or so. You can add whatever you want to add when it comes to text. Drag and drop it and make sure it attaches to the actual section, which is the image. And then you just double click on it and add your text. So I'm just going to do link in bio, and we can just highlight the entire thing with Control A and then change the alignment to be centralized. We can change the font size, we can make it bold, and I'm just going to move it in the middle. Again, you can just feel free to highlight it and do more things like formatting to become italics. You can change the color for it. You can even add some highlight colors around it and so on. So you have plenty to work with even when it comes to fonts and so on. Next up, we want to set up a few buttons here. So I'm just going to drag this section down a little bit so we can have more space. That should be enough. Add elements, button, and then you want to find a button that you actually like. I'm just going to use this one. I'm just going to place it right over there. You can feel free to actually, increase the size for it like so. And then you can simply just duplicate it as many times as you actually want. You can just do right click and click on duplicate, or just do Control D every time you actually want to duplicate them, like so. Add as many as you need. I'm just going to add 4 for the time being. And each individual button you can feel free to change the design for, you can feel free to change the layout for, and plenty of things. When it comes to layout, you can change it so it is text only, text and an icon, icon only. If you want it to be text and an icon, you can just feel free to do so. And then you're going to set up the actual icon from within the design aspect. But I'm just going to leave it to be text only, and then you can just click on design and click on customize design, and you can feel free to change plenty of things. For example, you can just make it red if you want to add a YouTube button. If you want to add something else, you can change the text for it, the borders for it. And not only that, you also have the ability to change the hover aspect for it as well. So when people actually hover over it, it's going to change, right? You can feel free to change that too. So you can go for red, but less opacity or whatever it may be. The text color, if you want to change that, again, you can have the ability to do so from here. So you can just make it this horrendous color right now, and then you can just do the same thing for them. But in order to actually link stuff to them, it is very simple. Click on any button, click on link, and you basically just wanted to click on web address and set up where you actually want it to link to. So let's just do google.com. And this, whenever people click on this button, they're going to be taken to google.com. If you want to change the text within the button, just click on settings and you're going to have the ability to change that from here. So let's just do YouTube, for example, and you're going to have that like so. Same goes for the rest of them. Just feel free to adjust them as you like. Most importantly, switch to my mobile view in order to actually see how it ends up looking like. And it looks horrendous with the text, so we can just really change that real quick by doing that and highlighting it like so. And we are basically good to go. Just make sure you don't have empty spaces like that. And we are set. Now, the thing is, you want to basically copy the link for this page once you are done and basically end up having it in your bio like the name entails. So you simply just want to click on save from the top right, give it a name, save and continue, and publish it. Once it is done publishing, you're going to be able to visit the site, and then from there you're going to be able to actually, go for the page, which is this one, and copy it and paste it in your bio. It looks ugly for me because I'm not good with designing, like I said, but you have the ability to add plenty of different elements to make it actually look beautiful. You have images, you have I'm not sure what slideshows have to do with it. Link in bios, you can have galleries, you can have different boxes, shapes, all sorts of things. You simply just drag and drop them wherever you want them to be. And then from there, you're good to go. So with that being said, hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.